Afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Miss.
All right. Have you ever wondered what makes up everything around us?
Yes.
No. Okay, things like the desk, the stool, your pencil, this computer. Have you ever wondered what makes them or what is made up of?
No, Miss.
Miss Steel. Steel. Okay. What else?
Miss Wood.
Awesome. So that's a good try. Anybody else?
Miss Wood.
Wood. The stool is made of wood. Okay, pencil made of wood. But what is wood made of? Do you know? Fibers. Okay. Anybody else?
From trees.
Trees. But what is the wood in the tree made of?
Jesus.
All right. Good. Good try. Now everything around us is made up of matter. You guys know what matter is? What is matter? One person. Go ahead.
Matter is anything that takes up space in an object.
Good. Matter is anything that has mass and it takes up space, right? And what you're seeing here is a structure of an atom, and that is what also makes up everything around us. So that I'll give you the definition of what this is, and you will write, right? Good. Atom is the smallest particle of matter that can take part in chemical reactions. So we know that cells are the building blocks of life, but atoms are the building blocks of matter. So in today's lesson, we will be talking about the basic building block of matter, which is atom. So this here is a structure of an atom, a model of the structure of an atom. Now what you're looking at here is something called a nucleus in the middle. These rings you're seeing here are called shells, and the little blue balls outside of the rings are called electrons. Right? Now atoms are so small you cannot see them with your eyes. You need a microscope or something to see them. Good. Now as you can see, the parts here are labeled on the atom. The center is the nucleus. Now the nucleus is always inside of the center of an atom, and it is very condensed, right? Meaning it's the most compact part of the atom. The nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. Protons are particles that are positively charged, right? And neutrons are particles that has no charge, and they are the glue for the protons that holds them together inside of the nucleus. So neutrons mean no for no charge, and protons means pro for positively charged. Now the blue balls on the shells outside of the atom, electrons, they are negatively charged. They move around the nucleus very fast in different directions. It's like a bee swarming around of a bee nest, right? It's so fast that it creates an electron cloud. This one, right? Look, it creates an electron cloud, meaning that it is very cloudy on the outside. Do you have any questions so far? Go ahead.
Why is it cloudy on you?
It is cloudy because all of these electrons you're seeing here, they move around the nucleus in different directions very fast, and that effect of them moving very fast creates like a cloud. Right? So just imagine they're all moving fast, and they're creating a cloud. Now the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons are called subatomic particles. So please write that down. The protons, the neutrons, and the electrons are called subatomic particles, and they're also labeled here electrons, the nucleus which has the protons and the neutrons. Follow it?
Yes.
Good. Right. So do you have any questions so far, or can I ask you a question? Tell me, what is inside of the nucleus? What can we find inside of the nucleus? Go ahead.
Miss, you could find protons and neutrons inside the nucleus.
Very good. What do we call these little blue balls on the shells outside? Go ahead. Electrons. The electrons are what charge? Yes. Negatively charged. The protons has what kind of charge? Positive charge. And the neutrons has what charge? No charge. Very good. Give yourself a tap on the back. Good. Now I have here I have a little activity. You will place yourselves into two groups, right? In this activity, I will provide a sheet with a template of the shells only. You guys remember what the shells are, right? Those circle lines are the shells. So on this sheet here, it has the shells only, and then you will take Play-Dohs of different colors, and you will create an atom. So what does your atom have to have? Proton, neutron to make the nucleus, and then what have to have? Electrons, and that is it, right? Good. And whatever color you use, you need to create a key. So if you're using pink for the protons, you're using green for the neutrons, you use blue for the electrons, you label them at the bottom, right? But here's the catch. Like I taught you before about the periodic table, and we did the first 20 elements. You're not just placing random electrons and protons there on the paper. You will have to create one of these elements. So let's say you want to create hydrogen. You know the atomic mass is 1. How many electrons does your hydrogen have to have? 1 electron, right? Let's say you want to create beryllium. The atomic mass is 4, meaning it has to have 4 electrons. So how many electrons will put on the paper? 4. Good. And if your element or your atom has more than 8 electrons, you'll have to how many shells? You have okay, let's say you pick silicon, it has 14 electrons, then your shell will have more than 1. Then your atom will have more than 1 shell, because an atom on the first shell only holds 2 electrons, and the second shell holds 8 electrons, right? So if you have an atom with 3 electrons, the first shell will have 2, and the second shell will have 1. If it has more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this one, for example, it has 2 on the first, which is the limit. The second shell, the limit is 8. But this one, the second shell has 6, right? And this one is a nitrogen atom. Where's nitrogen here? You guys see nitrogen? Yes. It's supposed to have 7. That's scratch out. Anyway, good. So, yeah, if your atom has more than 10 electrons, you will need more than 2 shells, because the first shell can hold 2 electrons and the second shell can only hold 8 electrons. So if you do calcium with 20 electrons, you need more than 2 shells. Good. So I'm going to share out the Play-Doh. You're going to take out these and bring them up into small balls, and you will stick them on the template. I'm sorry, I don't have more color. Each group, 2 groups, each group will have 1 paper. So you will use this chart here of the 20 elements. You will pick one, then you will create a structure of that atom. Right, you have about 4 minutes to do so. Alright, it looks like you guys are finished. Are you finished?
Yes, miss.
Alright, so can I have the first group display what you have there? Go ahead, show me. So they said their hydrogen atom only has one electron, so it has only one shell, and it has the protons and neutrons in the middle. And as you can see, they color coded with their Play-Doh to give a key of what each is. Very good. Give them a hand. Thank you. Next group. Explain what you have there.
We made a carbon atom. We made a carbon atom which has a mass of 6 electrons. So we put 2 on the first shell and 4 on the outer shell.
Why did you put 2 on the first shell?
Because
2 is the max for the first shell.
Very good. So you guys see their lovely carbon atom displayed here. Give them a hand. Next group.
Here we have our diagram of carbon dioxide, which it has 6 electrons.
Not carbon, that's a carbon.
Carbon, sorry. And we have the carbon atom has six electrons. And the middle, and we have the middle here, which represents green and yellow, which represents the nucleus.
Good. So their, what did you make? Carbon. So their carbon atom has a total of 6 electrons. The first has 2 and the second shell has 4. Give them a hand. Very good. Now for our very last activity before we close off class, I will give you a piece of paper with the letters P, letter N, and letter E. Letter P represents proton, letter N represents neutron, and letter E represents electron. I'm going to read a clue, and if you think the answer is proton, you raise the P. If you think the answer is neutron, raise the N. If you think it's electron, raise the E. Understood? So the first scenario is I revolve around the nucleus. What am I? Hold up the card. Okay. You're correct. You're correct. Good. So you hold up the E card. Electron is correct. The next scenario. I am like the glue for the nucleus. What am I? I am like the glue for, or I hold the nucleus together. What am I? I hold the nucleus together. What am I? No, that is incorrect. Try again. You're correct. I hold the nucleus together. What am I? Good, very good. The neutrons. Remember I told you that the neutrons hold the protons inside of the electrons together?
Yes.
Good. Next. I am positively charged. What am I? Protons. Very good. I have no charge. What am I? Neutrons. Very good. So that brings us to the end of today's class. For homework, you are going to take any 2 elements from the first 20 elements in the periodic table, and you're going to draw the structure of that atom. Do you have any questions? No, good. So before you exit the class, you're going to tell me one thing you learned, and then you can pack up and you can leave, okay? So, you go ahead.
Miss, I learned that the neutron is the glue for the nucleus.
It is the glue for nucleus. Very good. You can leave.
Miss, I learned that electrons form a cloud.
Very good. Yes.
Miss, I learned that atoms, I think, that make up everything that we see.
It makes up everything around us.
That does have negative, no charge.
Nucleus has no charge. Very good. You can leave.
I learned that protons are positively charged.
Protons are positively charged. Very good. Thank you.